Hey guys, Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build up a sizable loan portfolio in about 2 years and now manage that portfolio. Today, guys, I want to talk through your property management agreement. So if you're a self-manager or you're still self-managing, just looking for tips like that, skip this video. If you are thinking about hiring a property manager and you want to talk through or understand some of the major components to look for in a property management agreement, stick around. This video is for you. Before we get into that, please, if you guys find this stuff valuable, if you like it, subscribe, share. If you don't, tell me why below. Apparently, I've been told a few times that I got to get to the point more quickly in some of these videos. So I appreciate constructive feedback, trying to make these better for y'all and continue to deliver value to the owner community. You know, that's why we do this. So let's get in the PMAs. If you guys are thinking of hiring a property manager, this is something you need to look for in your PMAs. Now, obviously, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our PMA and what, how that's a lot different. But I'm going to tell you some things that are going to transfer across all PMAs, property management agreements, PMAs, all the PMAs. This is what you should look for no matter who you're signing with or what, I say what state you're in, but really, I guess I'll talk specifically about Texas. So let's get into this. And first and foremost, if you guys want a detailed review or look at our property management agreement, I go through line by line in a video. It's up here on that, so you guys can check that out. But here are the main things. So PMA's got my chicken scratchers are terrible, aren't they? Property management agreements. So number one, these are the 7 things. Terminating. How easy is it to terminate? I cannot believe how many owners have said they're in 2-3 year agreements with property management companies. I do not believe in that. I don't think, especially from a first-time relationship with somebody, I don't believe that you should have to be in a relationship with somebody for 2 years before you can decide whether to get in or out. We do a month-to-month agreement, so you just give us 30 days notice and you're gone. Some of these companies also offer or include a termination fee. We do not have a termination fee either. So understand, it's just smart. If you get into something, you want to know how to cancel and get out of it. Just like sign up for a gym membership, they always try to, twist your arm. Make sure you understand how to get out of this. Just like setting up a partnership to buy a property or something, understand how you guys break that partnership apart. Understand this is a partnership with your property manager. Understand how to terminate. And again, if they're excessive for crazy fees. Also, something new, and I'll talk about in our guarantees down here, but we also offer a property transfer guarantee. So we will pay any of your termination fees if you come over, bring the property over to us. So just a little FYI. Number 2, fees. So what do I mean by fees? Are they transparent in their fees? We have a very simple flat fee structure. You guys can check that out on our website. I'll put that somewhere in here or somewhere. Somebody on the team will put that somewhere. But understand what the fees are. Look through the property management agreement. Sometimes you'll find other little ancillary fees or little things where you might see $75 or $99 property management, and the next thing you know, it's well over $200 because every time you turn around, they're nickel and diming you. I've said this before on other videos, but I was told we do not charge enough fees. We need to charge more fees. I do not like that. I like our simple flat fee structure. We have 4 or 5 different fees. It's super transparent. It's on the website. So you can see everything. You don't get any other fees charged besides those. So understand what the fees are. Like I said, 30, I've heard of owners or property management companies charging just owners over 30 fees. Number 3 is the reserve. So how much is that property management company going to hold in a reserve to do maintenance and repairs? At the time of this recording, we hold $400 on each unit. So if you have a 4-plex, that would be 4 times 4, which would be $1,600. If you have just one property, it's $400. But we use that basically to do, the rekey or utilities or whatever it is, and then we just hold that back. Whenever you would decide to terminate, we would just cross that out and give that money back to you. So we would just bring that reserve down to 0 and give that money back to you. Number 4, timing of distribution. So this is why you guys are doing owner rental properties, right? You want to make some money. So how quickly are they going to get you your money? How quickly is a property management company going to get you paid? You don't want to wait. I've heard some people wait 20, 30, 40 days for money. So we pay on the 2nd Friday of every month. So sometimes that's the 8th, sometimes that's the 14th, or I think that's the latest it can be. The earliest is the the 8th, somewhere around the second. It's always the second Friday of the month, but between the 8th and the 14th, 15th, that's like the latest that we do, but we always do the second Friday of every month. It allows us to reconcile all our books and then get you paid. And again, I've heard some people going a month, running a month in arrears, all sorts of crazy stuff. So make sure you understand that. Number 5, the maintenance trigger. So at what point is that property management company going to reach out to you and say, Mr. and Mrs. Owner, we have this problem, we need your input on it. My opinion on this, take this for what it's worth, but I believe that your property manager should be the professional. They should not call you to ask you hey, what should we do? What do you think as an owner? You're not in this business. Well, you're kind of in this business, but you're not in this business like we are. We see the same things come up hundreds of times. Whereas you might have 4 or 5 turnovers over the life that you own a property. We have 4 or 5 turnovers a month. I'm handling, 10 to 15 turnovers sometimes in the summer at the same time. So understand that if you're looking at the professional property manager and you're handling that over, you want them to have some sort of control on the maintenance. If not, get another property management company or do your own maintenance. But our maintenance trigger is $400, like that reserve. So under 400, we will make the decision on whether to proceed or not. If it's over 400, we will reach out and let you know. If it's over 400 and an emergency, we will go forward with the repair and at least kind of mitigate safety and the property damage and make you aware as well. So we don't want, if we're without a hot water tank and we're like, hey, this is going on, we don't want to wait, especially if it's the weekend or night or something that's happening. We want to at least get the problem in a good spot. Or if there's a pipe burst, we don't want to call you and ask you, hey, is it okay to go over there and shut the water off and cut the pipe out and get some of the sheetrock out that's wet? Why would we even wait to ask you that? It's going to create more damage and be more detrimental to the tenant. So if it's under 400, we move forward. If it's over 400 an emergency or over 400, we're going to let you know and notify you. So understand that from no matter what company you're looking at. Some of them are more, some of them are less on that reserve or on that amount that they let you know, but our maintenance trigger is 400. Okay, guarantees. So number 6, I don't know what other companies offer guarantees or what kind of guarantees those companies offer. We just revamped all this and we put it on the website, so I'm sure we'll put it somewhere in the notes. But check out our guarantee page. We have many guarantees: satisfaction guarantee, 30-day lease guarantee, eviction guarantee, pet damage guarantee. We have all these different guarantees. Like I mentioned, the property transfer guarantee. So what kind of guarantees does your property management company offer you? And they might say that, but what is in the PMA? What is in your agreement? So we put our money where our mouth is. We have an eviction protection. We have a tenant placement guarantee. So if a tenant breaks the lease, we pay to release the property. We're putting our money where our mouth is. So check that out. Check out our guarantee page. You'll see all those. I don't want to spend too much time in the video going through all of that, but understand what the guarantees are. If your property management company is so good and so great, why don't they give you any guarantees? Why don't they have any sort of guarantees to back up what they're saying? What do they say? Actions speak louder than words. So, okay, and then the last one, who handles evictions? There we go. Who handles evictions? So we used to go do all our own evictions. I used to show up to the courthouse, or somebody on the Emerson team would go, and we would sit there, and then we would plead our case, get the judgment, and move forward. We now, however, have an attorney go. So obviously you guys have heard, if you're in any sort of real estate over any sort of period of time, that it's getting more and more litigious, even in places like Texas. So there have been management companies that have been thrown out of court. I personally have never been thrown out of court, but they're saying you're not an attorney, you need to get out. So we have decided, just for speed and use, to make sure that we're serving you the best, that we have an attorney go. And that this is all they do. So we have a third party that we use. They go out, all they do is handle the evictions, but make sure you understand that. It might sound great that the management company does it in-house, but I can tell you, just from a risk perspective, if you go to court and then you get thrown out of court and you got to get back in line, it might be another 2 months till you can get back to the hearing date. Maybe it's another month, 4, 5, 6 weeks, but that's still, every month is 8.3% of your gross rents. So if you're already a month out, That's 8.3, and then they kick it another month. That's 16.6. That's a lot of money. So understand that, and we felt that it was best to serve our owners by outsourcing that to a third-party company. So that's it, y'all. That's the 7. Make sure you understand how to terminate, what their fees are they transparent, how much are they holding for the reserve, when do you get your money, when do they contact you for maintenance, what kind of guarantees do they offer you, and who handles the evictions. I hope that was helpful. If it was, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know. I appreciate y'all. See you later.